What if we just stop believing in the illusion and just use it? What if we just stop believing in duality and just use it? What if we stop believing in polarity and just use it? What if we just stop believing in separation and just use it? We are whole, and we experience life and each other and ourselves because of separation, because of polarity, duality, because of the illusion. So don't see it as something we have to heal, but something we can and have to play with. But because of the feeling of separation, what is an illusion? What causes polarity and duality? We have a deep fear of dying. I can't say it in a nicer way, but we are fearing dying. But that's an illusion too. And because of the fear of dying, we have a lot of strategies to survive. Because of the feeling of separation, we create strategies, surviving mechanisms, coping mechanisms, a belief system that helps us survive. To deal with the illusion of pain of separation, of being not whole, of being not good enough, so therefore not loved enough, so therefore not safe. And this is the same for every person. Different strategies, same fear. Woman, man, old, young, poor, rich, Dutch, American, and so on. And therefore, of that fear, that feeling of separations deep down, that fear, we do crazy stuff. Some people do really crazy stuff. But what if we just stop? That we are alive, that we are living here, that we are on this planet, in this big universe, that's proof enough that you are whole, that you are good enough, that you are worthy, and that you are safe. Yeah, people die. That's a part of the journey. Like animals die, like plants die. Yeah, some die because of other people. That's not what has to be, but we can change that. Because if we change that deep, deep, deep fear of death, the feeling of separation. But what I now see, I see more and more creating separation. Polarity. But polarity is also proof of that there is just no polarity, it's one, it's a paradox. Because yin yang, you cannot have the one if there's nothing, not the other one, to feel there's oneness. That there is, now I'm going to flip. Okay. I'm gonna use that example. I think I mentioned in another podcast too. I cannot know that I am here, if there isn't there. And I cannot know that there's a there if I'm not here. And I need that there, over there, to know that I'm here. And I need to feel here to know that there's an over there. And that together is... So, of course, it's all an illusion. But we can play with it and we can use it. But yeah, what I now see, we only dig in the fear and dig in the, and because very deep down we have such a belief system. But did you know that you can switch, shift, change your belief system in an instant? You just have to choose to do and act on it. Embody it. And if you don't do it, if you're not can change it, then there's a belief about that. So the question you have to ask yourself: what do I need to believe that it's true about myself that I feel this way, or that I do this way, do I act this way, do I react this way, that I don't change, that I keep doing this, that I keep choosing this? And maybe you have to question that question and that question again and again and again and again. Because sometimes you have one little belief system solved then, and there's another one beneath it. But deep down we have to... Do you see this? Interesting? Deep down you have to go to that deepest overall belief system. Mostly it has to do something with the feeling of separation, feeling of not safe because of not loved, of not worthy, of not being enough. But it's hard. That's a belief too. Everything is a belief. It is shining light on me. I'm telling the truth. They're shining light on me. And no, it's not hard. You really can choose. You really can choose. You choose that other belief. So, yeah, maybe as a strategy, because of something that happened, or your parents said, or your teacher, or whatever. Hey, but now you're an adult. You can choose. You can fucking choose and take your responsibility. But yeah, not choosing it becomes because of something you believe, or that it serves you to not choose it, because not to take responsibility, because maybe it's you fear the responsibility, because that means it's your responsibility, all that's happening in your life. You can't reach out, you can't blame. Then you really have to do something. You can't play victim anymore. And then you can ask yourself, what does it serve me to play victim? Or don't take responsibility? Or what's the worst thing can happen? So that's the only healing question you have to ask yourself. What is my belief about myself that is true about myself, that I think, act, and supports this way, that I think it's serving me? Because that's the only thing that's holding you back. And now I see we are reaching out, or not reaching out, we are pointing out to others, to the system, to the man, to the woman, to the patriarch, to the matriarch, to whatever. And yes, there was impact by that. But we can choose now, because we are living now, here, now. And what do I want to say? Your belief system. That's the only thing that's holding you back, and it has nothing to do with masculine, feminine society. If we all bring our energy back to ourselves and do our inner work by wanting to live to the fullest, wanting to love to the fullest, and then look to yourself for what is holding you back from doing that. Then you find what has to be healed. And by doing that, we can inspire others. And if you heal a layer, you can support others to do that. Don't point to something outside yourself, but let's support each other. We're all on the same journey, and we're all on the same planet, and we all have that same deepest feeling of separation, the illusion of separation, and therefore feeling the fear of death, and therefore have all kinds of strategies. But let's support each other to really feeling whole, do it by ourselves, and have an open heart and compassion to others, and unconditional love, so that they also can reach to that feeling in themselves. We all want the same. We all want the same. And why is it then sometimes so hard to give it to another? Because we don't even have filled our own cup. Just start with filling your own cup. That's the most unconditional love thingy you can do for someone else. And let someone else doing it too, and inspire, support. So yeah, use the illusion, use the duality, use the polarity, because therefore we learn. Therefore we know each other, and know ourselves. But don't use it as to fight with, but use to live with it. Because we live on an earth of polarity. Because therefore, we can navigate here. Yeah. So, yeah. What if